I was the only one who knew. The others couldn't see what was really happening. It was something the old women in the village whispered about, the jealous stepmother. But no one thought it could happen to us. It started when my father married her. My mother had passed, and for a while, it was just me, my sister lady, and my father. Things were hard, but we managed. When my father brought the new woman into our home, I was hopeful. Maybe she would help take care of us, maybe she would be kind. She wasn't. At first, it was just small things. She would complain that lady wasn't doing her chores fast enough, or she would pinch her arm when no one was looking. My father, busy with work, never noticed. And lady, sweet as she was, never told him. She thought she had to be strong. Then, lady fell sick. It wasn't a normal sickness. She started getting weaker by the day, her eyes dull, her skin cold. We took her to the herbalist, but nothing worked. I remember the look on my stepmom's face when we came back from the visit. It wasn't worry. It was relief. I started watching her more closely after that. I noticed how she never touched the food she prepared for lady. I noticed how she'd stay up late, whispering to herself when she thought everyone was asleep. One night, I snuck out of bed to watch her. I saw her walk into the forest, holding something in her hands, small bones, wrapped in cloth. She buried them under a tree. That's when I knew. She was doing something to lady. Some kind of curse. I told my father, but he didn't believe me. Said I was imagining things. I told him to watch her carefully, but he just sighed and patted my head. The next day, lady couldn't get out of bed. She was too weak. 3 nights later, lady died. My father was devastated. The whole village came to mourn. But when it was time to bury her, my stepmom insisted on doing it alone. She said it was tradition. But I knew something was wrong. I tried to follow her, but my father held me back, too blinded by grief to see what she was really doing. Later that night, I couldn't sleep. Something kept nagging at me. So I slipped out of the house and went to where they buried lady. I felt my heart drop. The earth was disturbed, fresh like it had been dug up again. I started digging with my hands. I don't know how long I dug, but then I heard it. A faint scratching. I dug faster, tearing through the dirt. And there she was, lady. She was barely alive, but alive. She had been buried breathing. My stepmom had put her there, thinking no one would find her. I pulled her out and ran. We fled to my aunt's village that night. I told my father what happened later, and this time he believed me. But by then, it was too late. My stepmom was gone. Disappeared, like a ghost. Some nights, I still wake up in a cold sweat, hearing lady's faint scratching in the back of my mind. I wonder if she'll ever come back for us. But I know one thing. My stepmom is still out there, somewhere.